The chair recognizes the gentleman from North Carolina, Mr. Butterfield.
Thank you very much, Mr. Chairman, for convening this important hearing this week. I know that you told us at the beginning of the session that this would be a long, robust debate, and I thank you very much for getting it started. You know, I've been listening very carefully to my friends on the other side of the aisle this afternoon to see if there is any support for the notion that the science is unsettled in this area. I have not heard that today, and that is very pleasing to hear that. The science is indeed clear. The planet is warming, sea level is rising, and so I don't see how we can deny that human beings are indeed contributing to this warming. To continue to debate the science, if that is going to happen this week and next week, does a disservice to this enormous issue. And so we must lead the way on climate change. We simply cannot wait, and I thank you, Mr. Chairman, for at least getting it started. I know it would be nice to wait on developing countries. I've heard that argument made, and that is not wise. We must lead the way. We cannot wait until the recession ends. I don't know when that's going to be, but we must begin this debate this week. And so I am ready to engage in this process. But, Mr. Chairman, having said that, I have some deep and serious concern about some aspects of the bill. And I want to associate myself with some of the comments made by Bart Gordon earlier in this hearing this afternoon. I also thank Mike Ross from Arkansas for his comments, as well as those of Mr. Stearns, my friend from Florida. The RES, the Renewable Electricity Standard, I'm very concerned about that mandate on some of our states, particularly my home state of North Carolina. We cannot achieve, Mr. Chairman, a 25% mandate by 2025. Not only is it impractical, it is impossible. But there are ways that we can address my concerns and the concerns of others. We can reduce the RES mandate to 15%, for example, or some other number by the year 2025. Or we can authorize a greater mix of renewable sources. We can certainly look at including nuclear power in the mix. I'm not opposed to that. We can look at the possibility of maximizing the use of biomass. I'm not opposed to that as well. Also, I would not rule out, Mr. Chairman, a conversation about allowing special consideration for those states in the condition of my state. There are several states in the Southeast who are similarly situated, and I think there could be some language put in the bill that would allow some special consideration. Also, Mr. Chairman, I am particularly concerned that the economic impact will be devastating on low-income families in America. Low-income families simply cannot absorb the increase in consumer prices that are sure to come. We must make sure that we devise a way to offset the increased prices. We can do that. We can do it in a variety of ways that we should discuss and debate. And I have some proposals that will be offered at the appropriate time. Finally, Mr. Chairman, I encourage us to move deliberately on this important legislation, and as Ms. Harmon said earlier, to get it right. If we fail to get it right, the result will be very painful to too many American families. Thank you. I yield back.
Great. Gentleman's time has expired. Chair recognizes the gentleman from Iowa, Mr. Braley.